Buongiorno a tutti, benvenuti a Vicenza Oro September 2022.
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Vicenza Oro September 22. On behalf of the Italian exhibition group, I would like to welcome you all to this talk, one of the many events in this fair, which is growing richer and richer in exhibitors, visitors, and content. Today we're going to talk about a new format that was launched this year in February, Jewellery, Gem and Technology Dubai Jewellery Show 2023. And we have here Adelaide Ruzzi, Project Manager of JGT Dubai, and Mohammed Metieddine, Director of JGT Dubai. We are talking about the opportunities for exhibitors, especially Italian exhibitors. We will speak Italian. It is going to be a very short talk. We will only focus on those points that we know are of interest for exhibitors. So let me start straight away from this. This is a B2B fair. So it is only for specialized actors in the field. In other words, this is a completely new fair. In the past, the Vicenza Fair launched another fair, B2B, B2C. Since 2022, this is just B2B. Informa Markets and Italian Exhibition Group are cooperating in the co-organization of this Dubai fair. Informa Markets is a very important fair. They organize the Hong Kong Jewellery Fair. So this is our new format. That is the result of the cooperation with the MCC, the Dubai Multi-Commodity Center, our official partner, a government body, since we're fully supported by the Dubai institutions and the Dubai Gold Souk, the Dubai Golden Jewellery Group, which is the association of the large importers and distributors of jewelry. Why Dubai? Because Dubai is a growing platform, which is the hub in a very interesting area for jewelry. It is the bridge towards Africa and Asia. It is expanding like anything. The international exhibition, the expo, took place this year. It has many facilities. It can attract investment. So we believe that in the future, it is the ideal platform for B2B fairs. I would like now to leave the floor to the next speaker, who will switch to English. So the local director of JGT, Mohammed Metieddine, will report about the results in 2022. And then Adelaide will talk about the opportunities for 2023, which will be numerous. Talking about February 2023.
Walk us through on the 2022 results.
Sure.
And thank you for being here.
Thank you, Marco. Thanks for everyone to being here. I would like to be sharing key stats on the visitors and exhibitors numbers for 2022. We had a total of 300 exhibiting brands coming from 25 countries and regions, and hosted 7 international pavilions. To name a few, we had Belgium, Turkey, India, Israel, Italy, of course, and the Middle East. On the visitors numbers, we had a total of 6,000 visits coming from 100 countries and regions as well, where 46% being international buyers and 54% being local and regional. The diversity in the international visitors that attended the show proves that Dubai is seen by the international community as one of the main and most promising hubs in the region. And to add, on the hosted buyers, alongside our official partner, Dubai Multi-Commodity Center, we invited 210 buyers from major cities in Eastern Europe, South Asia, North Africa, and the Middle East. And to give you a perspective on the kind of products that were on showcase, I must say that the show was focused on three main product segments, starting with fine and finished jewelry at 60%, followed by gems, and that's all the way from rough and loose diamonds and colored gemstones, and that was around 21%. And lastly, technology at 17%. And here you can see the buyers' profiles. I could say the top, most visited countries were from Middle East and Africa at 64%, followed by Europe at 16.4%, then Asia at 14.4%. And then the top countries, as you can see, it's UAE, India, Israel, Iran, and Russia, top 5. On the NPS score, so the Net Promoter Score is a widely used market research where we ask customers to rate how likely would they recommend a product or a service to a friend or a colleague. It's as I said, a survey questionnaire, a scale from 1 to 10. So anyone rating the show from 1 to 6 means the show requires some improvement. 7 and 8 means they're neutral about the show. And then 9 and 10 means the show was excellent. Just, I want to give you like a brief on how we got the 8.68 and what does it mean to us. The final figure, how it's calculated, we minus all the ones who rated 9 and 10, minus all the ones who rated 1 and 6. We don't include 7 and 8 because, as we said, it's neutral. And then we get the number. So anything above the 0 considered a good result, and is seen as a favorable and a loyal show to its customers. So 8.6 again for us was very positive for a new launch event. So I hope I made it short. So this is it for the NPS score.
And I can tell you it's definitely one of the highest rate we ever measured among our shows in Italian exhibition group. So this is a really high number. That's why we share with you.
And here are some testimonials by some of the buyers. To summarize it up, we know in 2021, many cities were still, witnessing major lockdowns, travel restrictions. JGT Dubai was one of the first international shows to take place in 2022. So it was a great comeback for the jewelry community, to reconnect with new and existing suppliers. Of course, view the latest trends and shop for a wide variety of collection.
Thank you, Mohammed.
Thank you so much.
So how were you satisfied about the show?
I'm actually very satisfied. Maybe it's not mentioned here, but I must say that we have more than 80% retention rate so far. So those who participated in 2022, most of them are coming back in 2023. Adelaida, in the next slide, I think she will share with you some of the top brands that will be present. So of course, I'm extremely happy. We are growing the show by 40% in 2023. We could have grown it more, I guess, but we want to keep a healthy growth to make sure we satisfy, the current exhibitors, and we make sure we bring, the right buyers. So we're doing baby steps for now, but the long term, of course, to be like VO.
And how's Dubai? Is Dubai still growing fast?
In terms of
Economy.
Dubai is always booming. I lived there all my life, even during lockdown. Dubai, I think you guys have seen somewhere in the news. It was, it was one of the, the first cities to open to the world. There's always people coming in. The tourism is a very strong sector there. For jewelry as well, I had a word with, with DMCC the other day. They have over 3,000 companies opening up just in last month in DMCC. DMCC, again, it's a gold and diamond complex. So they've the number of companies that are registering in Dubai is increasing, quarter after quarter. So
it's really the place to be then.
It's the place to be for sure.
Right. Thank you, Mohammed. So adesso ripassiamo all'italiano e parola quindi
So we go back to Italian. Adelaide will tell us about the opportunities for 23. Good afternoon. So an overview on the second edition of JGT Dubai, Jewellery, Gems and Technology in February 2023 from 12 to 14 of February. This is the positioning, the incoming. I will tell you the map of the exhibition, the type of stands, and the prices. JGT is an international exhibition, B2B, and as compared to the past where we had a B2C exhibition, now JGT is exclusively B2B, 3 days, because we want to have a smart fair. The date has been anticipated as compared to last year because the Dubai World Trade Center was very busy. We had no alternative. So it is a bit closer to the January fair of 23, which will take place from the 20th to the 24th of January. But we should know that the buyers are different from those who will be present in Vicenza. We had no other alternative. So that was the choice that we had to make. Now, with the positive feedback of the last edition, it was decided to increase the area, the exhibition area. We opted for a new pavilion, Hall 123 of the Dubai World Trade Center, more than 15,000 square meters. It's a single hall and more accessible as compared to last year. So exhibitors will pass from 300 to 400, so plus 30%. JGT Dubai is organized by the two world players, Italian Exhibition Group, and a strategic partner like Informa Markets, who are also the organizers of the Hong Kong exhibition. So they are the most important organizers in Eastern exhibitions. Well, the two data banks of the two companies can intertwine thanks to this collaboration, and so it is possible to capture the buyers for the jewelry edition of next February. And then we have the two most important stakeholders in Dubai. So we have DMCC, Dubai Multi-Community Center, and the famous World Souk that everybody knows. And that is one of our most important distributors who are going around through the various pavilions here in Vicenza to do business. So let's say that the Gold Souk supports the exhibition. It wants factories to come and exhibit in Dubai because they have realized that for Dubai it is a good opportunity to have such an exhibition involving producers from the Middle East, but also India, Asia, Africa, and Europe. Now, let's move on. Yeah, the halls later. So the exhibition is for suppliers, importers, distributors, supply chains, and detail and retailers. And so the main countries are the Middle East, India, Central and Western Asia, Africa, the whole of Africa, from the north to the middle and the south, and Eastern Europe. There is also an incoming of 250 international top buyers invited directly by the exhibition. And the next edition will see a higher number of international buyers because the previous edition was still in a situation of lockdown. And so buyers coming from China, for example, could not come because of the COVID pandemic. So probably this year we will have many more buyers and exhibitors from those areas, and also buyers from the east of Europe. Exhibition areas. So imagine 400 exhibitors, an exhibition which continues to grow. We have all possible areas, jewelry, goldsmith, silver companies, so the best Italian and international producers, semi-finished product, accessories, precious stones, diamonds, pearls, gems, also from Israel, and then a tech area, because technology is important, about 60 companies, half of which are Italian, and this for innovative technologies. Well, last year we had 400 exhibitors, and 80% of the Italian companies have confirmed their presence. It is a very significant data because the previous edition had been a bit difficult, and so the companies were instead very much successful, and so they confirmed their presence. So we will have 400 exhibitors. The pavilion Italia will not be increased so much, so we will have Italy, Spain, France, Portugal, Belgium, Poland, England, and then we will have a Turkish pavilion, Arab Emirates, India, Israel, Hong Kong, USA, Brazil, Colombia. Italian companies, 100 in number, about 30 in the tech pavilion, and then well, there are various companies which have confirmed their presence. These are the main companies. Well, they're not all the companies because the slide was not large enough. So we have a jewelry area with the World Demon Group, Nicconi Milano, Gorgoglione, 999, Il Diamante, for Goldsmith, Giordini, Alessi, Ghieri, Chrysos, Silk, Maria De Toni, Super Oro, La Lotto Preziosi. So many companies, Migliorini, Quadrifoglio. And for silver sector, Better Silver, Bassano, etc. Yocolando, Pederei for Europe, Maccoval, KGK, La Tache Bobo, Sarges, André Messica, France, and then technology, FEMO, Sisma, Legor, Opticom, Ombi. So very important companies which already came last year, and then new ones. And then we are in connection with ITA, and so we will have a space for the Italian Trade Commission with more than 60 square meters. VAT was introduced in Dubai in 2018, and those companies which do not have commercial activities in Italy will have their VAT detracted in the invoice, and then there will be possible grants in favor of exhibiting companies for 2023. Now, let's have a look at the map. There will be a new pavilion, as I said, with 2 entrances. The one on my left, where badges are distributed. We get in and we immediately find the Italian pavilion with 100 companies, and then Europe. In front, we have the Emirates, Hong Kong, India, Turkey, and the first and second block is the A area, and the other is the B area. that they are really neighboring, so there are no hidden stands. And then Belgium, Israel, managed by the Israeli Diamond Institute, and at the second entrance, which goes to the gem pavilion, loose materials, and then tools and technology. So a very fine pavilion. There are no B areas or A areas. It's all very lively with main corridors. And the stands, you see the costs. We try to keep them competitive as compared to Hong Kong and Singapore. It was not easy because normally tariffs are high, and we were able to keep the costs at limited costs. 9 square meters, turnkey with windows already. It's $4,700, and 12 meters, $6,300. That's the starting price. It's a competitive price.
Ho dovuto lo stand un po' spartano, tra virgolette, perché sennò la tariffa andava molto più alta, quindi sono stand laminati, quelli della fiera di Hong Kong, bianchi, con le vetrine, però dotati di arredamento interno, moquette, faretti. Il 9 metri quadrati ha 2 vetrine, il 12, se vai avanti Marco vediamo, ne ha 3. Il 18 ha 4 vetrine. Per quanto riguarda la tecnologia, invece che le vetrine abbiamo dei counter la chiusura. Ecco, spero che abbiate anche delle domande da farmi adesso, siamo a disposizione per rispondere, se no insomma mi potete contattare quando volete. E spero di avervi tra i nostri espositori l'anno prossimo.
Il filmato registrato lo metteremo comunque a disposizione pubblica, quindi sul sito di sia Vicenza Oro sia di JGT Dubai, e le slide, vedevo qualcuno che fotografava queste, ve le possiamo girare assolutamente, sono dei materiali che sicuramente vi condivideremo. Quindi speriamo di essere stati chiari. Grazie mille Adelaide, thanks a lot Mohammed. Se qualcuno ha delle domande, volentieri stiamo qua. Io chiuderei per il momento la
Daniela.
Prego. Entro quando devono.
Ti ringrazio Daniela per la domanda. Dunque, sai che noi ora durante Vicenza Oro c'è un tantam positivo, quindi diciamo che anche dopo Vicenza o anche fra un mesetto. Il problema è che casomai poi le postazioni, l'angolo piuttosto che proprio la prima linea non ci saranno, però diciamo noi si chiudono, diciamo fino a fine ottobre noi siamo in vendita, quindi ecco. Ovviamente che con il colosso di Informa loro a un certo punto, loro diciamo a ottobre, i primi di novembre chiudono, non è un po' come noi che casomai anche all'ultimo momento si cerca di accontentare le aziende e loro hanno delle policy un pochino più strette, però casomai domani ti posso anche venire a trovare allo stand e si parla, insomma volentieri un'opzione allo stand la prendiamo volentieri, poi decidi con tranquillità. AMP.
No, C.
Ah, AMC. Sì, lo sapevo,
AMC.
signor Canestrelli, buonasera. Sì, ve l'avevano comunicato volentieri.
Bene.
Mi fa molto piacere.
Se ci viene ci fa piacere.
Molto volentieri. Passo domani a trovarla, volentieri.
Grazie.
Buonasera.
Buonasera.
Perché con la luce non si vede bene.
No, grazie.
Va bene, allora direi Marco di ringraziare i signori.
Esposizioni.
La coesposizione è prevista però minimo 9 metri quadrati, quindi 2 aziende 18. La coesposizione che facciamo diciamo a volte sia a Vicenza che Arezzo del 12 metri quadrati 2 aziende non è permessa con Informa Markets. Quindi il minimo sono 9 metri quadrati. Aspetti che non la sento.
La data è stata decisa definitivamente?
Sì, perché come spiegavo prima, il World Trade Center a Dubai, come ha anche detto Mohammad, non essendosi mai fermati con la pandemia e con il Covid e avendo avuto anche l'Expo, loro hanno sempre fatto fiere, non si sono mai fermati, quindi diciamo il building è pieno di appuntamenti. Siamo stati 2 giorni a fissare la data e purtroppo la data a febbraio è un pochino più vicino a Vicenza, ma i buyer sono intercettati.
Io, essendo una piccola ditta, ritengo che sia un po' troppo ravvicinata alla fiera di gennaio di Vicenza, in funzione che i clienti sono all'incirca gli stessi, essendo in quell'area lì, e noi facendo la fiera di Vicenza a gennaio, che è anche abbastanza dopo metà di gennaio, non faremo in tempo neanche a consegnare e a rapportarci, ma forse neanche a mandare gli ordini,
certo,
a farsi capire, e ce n'è subito questa accanto.
Allora, le volevo raccontare questa cosa. Sì, quello che ha detto, ma consideri che la fiera di Dubai non è una gemella, tra virgolette, di Vicenza. Intercettiamo buyer diversi, cioè nell'area di Dubai e del Medio Oriente, ovviamente i buyer di Dubai che verranno a vedere la fiera saranno quelli che vengono anche a Vicenza. Ma le aziende che vengono e che sono venute anche l'anno scorso vengono per contattare, avere buyer da India, vero Marco, da un po' l'Asia, dall'Africa, dalla Russia, perché comunque ecco, un dettaglio importante che anche oggi mi è stato confermato, la Russia.
And there is a very important detail that I wanted to confirm. I mean, Russians can come to Dubai, and it is still possible to ship goods. It is our target to avoid an overlapping of buyers in Vicenza and Dubai. We would like to make use of Dubai for different buyers. So, yeah, but small companies, you know, they've got a certain number of employees. So they go to a fair, they have to deliver their orders, and then they can go to the next fair. These are too close. I am so sorry, but there was no other availability. Of course, we would have liked to postpone it. Yeah, but then you get very close to the Hong Kong fair in March. So dates are always so difficult to choose. There is never a perfect date, but we understand your point. And in the future options, we will certainly try to detach the 2 fairs by a bigger number of days. Right. Anyway, we will hang around, so you will have the chance of asking us direct questions whenever you want to. Thank you very much, and enjoy the fair. Thank you.
Tem que ter amor, muito amor para dar, para poder ganhar também. Tem que ter amor, muito amor para dar, para poder ganhar também. Tem que saber.